It is almost deer season. But what's better than deer season? Perhaps getting ready for deer season. Hey everyone, welcome back to Outdoor Homestead. Deer season is 21 days away from opening day, and that is for all archery weapons. And one of my favorite times before deer season is the month of September here in Texas, because I like to experiment with different things. So I've made several deer attractant recipes for home, or they're considered home recipes. But this time I'm going to try something a little different with free items that I got from the local feed store. And later on in the video, I'll tell you how I got these free items from the local feed store. But I will definitely not spend a lot of money on deer attractants because they only last a couple of days. I will only do it if I'm establishing a new feeder like this one. If you hunt using a feeder, a lot of hunters don't if they go into public land. But this time we're just going to try something different with free items. I'm not gonna let them go to waste because they were free. And I want to have the deer continue to come to this area. I have an advantage and I have a disadvantage where I am right now. So that direction, right across the dirt road, about 2 acres that way, there's a deer lease. There's a 1,000-acre deer lease. So you have a lot of hunters, you have a lot of deer. So I want to make sure that deer continues to come here. On the other side, there's a national forest. So that's public land hunting area. So there's a lot of traffic of deer around here, but I want to keep them here, right? So today I'm going to show you how to make a deer attractant with free items that I got from the feed store. Okay, so what I have here is there's wild game sugar beet crushed sugar beets, real or souls, that's what it says. I mean, they do work, but only for a few days. So this is pretty good, I think. Also, I have a bag of corn. The only money I spent, and I usually buy corn every 2 to 3 weeks, this bag of corn. This bag of corn was $7. Can't beat that. I mean, that's the cheapest I ever found. And this was free as well. This Buck Jam instant mineral lick. I mean, it's just for this, for the scent. This is wild persimmon flavor. I have never tried a persimmon flavor, so why not? It's free. So we're just gonna do a mix in this 2-gallon bucket. I don't think I'll put the Buck Jam in the bucket, but I'm going to mix the corn and the sugar beets. All right, so we're just going to get some scoops of corn, put it in the bucket. Now that we have some corn in the bucket, we're gonna open the sugar beets powder. Let's see what it looks like. Okay, so we're just gonna put it together with the corn. That's pretty good. We're just gonna start mixing it up. And the reason I'm mixing it with corn is I don't think the powder is enough. The deer will come and lose interest if they only find powder. They want to feed, and so that's why I'm adding corn to the mix, and it should work. All right, so now that we have our mix in the bucket, what do we do now? Well, pretty simple. We're just going to cast it on the ground or throw it on the ground in a general direction. The deer will move anywhere they want, and they're gonna come from different directions. But before I do this, I'm gonna show you my setup. Right here, I have a camera. This is a muddy mitigator cell cam, so it'll give me a really good indication if this little experiment is working. Then if you see that tree behind the feeder, that's where we'll bull hunt from that tree. But this year we're going to do something different. We're going to bull hunt from a ground blind, which I will probably put that direction somewhere, hidden in the trees. So we'll see what happens. But for now, we're gonna go ahead and just throw this mix on the ground. Pretty simple process. We're just gonna throw it in that direction. We'll see what happens. You want to spread it around because you don't want all the deer bunched up close to the feeder. You want the deer to be spread out so you have, I guess, a better target visual or better line of sight. It smells really good. I'm really surprised. It smells more like molasses than beets. And that's what it looks like. And again, I would recommend to put some corn in the mix or whatever mix you're doing. I mean, a lot of guys use Kool-Aid, peanuts. I've used those, rice bran, many things, right? And it's just an experiment. Anyways, I think we're pretty good on this feeder. So now let's go to the other feeder. I am on the northeast side of the property, so we're gonna go to the southwest. Before we go to the other side, I forgot about this. Is this necessary? No, I don't think so, but it'll just give it an extra kick. So we're just gonna put some of this and some of those logs we got out there, and we'll give it an extra kick. And again, why waste it? This is free, and it's just a little extra kick. So I usually just come to those logs right here and just put it on the logs. And it's got a pretty good sweet smell. Smells like orange Kool-Aid. I'll put a little bit more. There is a downside to this. So we got some sweet smells here. We got corn. We got some persimmon flavor, liquid. So yes, the deer will come. But with deer, hogs will come, raccoons, possums, birds, anything that, bobcats, but any animals would smell this. To me, that's okay. You're gonna give back to nature anyways, right? So if you're a hog hunter this will be great for you. If you're a raccoon or possum hunter, this will be great too. I just leave those alone. Yes, you want to get rid of the population of hogs because they will destroy your land. But if I have the opportunity, I'll take one down. But this is really focused on keeping the deer population coming to your feeder. If you hunt using a feeder, I do have a lot of deer coming here, so I just want to keep them here, and I want to see how they react to this specific mix. So let's go to the other side. Okay, this is the other location. I had deer here this morning. So basic setup, I got a feeder. This feeder here is giving me a lot of problems. I had to change the motor and the whole setup, but it's working now pretty good. So we got a deer blind right over there for rifle season, and this year we're going to set up, I need to do it soon, but we're going to set up a ground blind from there and use a crossbow. But I usually hunt using my deer stand right up there. And last year I was able to tag one deer from here, this location. Pretty good setup. So we're going to do the same here, and hopefully we'll continue to have a good population of deer. Okay, so I have the mix ready. It's really important to understand this specific location. We are at the disadvantage because right on the other side of this tree line, about 3 acres that direction, there's a national forest. What does that mean? A lot of public land hunting. There's a lot of deer out there. However, one point of advantage for me is that I have water. Okay, I have 2 ponds over here, right in front of me, or behind this this deer stand. So if you really want a true deer attractant that really works all of the time, it's water. So it's really good to invest on a small pond. You don't have to have a 2 acre pond, 3 acre pond, 1/4 of an acre pond. That's all you need. All you need is a water hole with good water ecosystem, to keep those deer coming to your land if you have land. So anyways, again, this is a really cool experiment, I think, and we're going to put the rest of these this corn and this mix on the ground, and for archery season purposes, I'm gonna put this right almost in front of the deer blind right over there. Pretty much casting it down. I'm gonna put it, that direction. That's all that is left. So again, this deer attractants only really work for a few days, maybe 2 days at the most. They're good to establish your feeding location if you're using a feeder. It's not for everybody, but works for us. We have tons of deer coming here during all seasons, whether it's summer, winter, fall, spring, doesn't matter. We have a lot of deer coming here, so we want to keep them in our land. I've seen a lot of fawns drop right here, and a lot of coyotes. That's the one predator I forgot to mention. Coyotes, if you see them, take them down, because they will eat those fawns. And I've found a lot of dead fawns around here, unfortunately. So that's it. I think it will work. Before I forget, I'm gonna tell you how I got these items for free. So this was really a free deer attractant mix, with the exception of the corn, but I buy that regularly. So price on this is usually $12.99 to $14.99, and this is usually $10 to $12. So I go to the local feed store to buy dog food. Okay, and I do buy a lot of dog food. So I didn't know that I've been building up rewards to get free stuff. So cashier told me, hey, you got like $30 worth of coupons for free stuff. It's like, really? So I took the opportunity to get those coupons or rewards to buy some leftovers and deer attractants, or the cheap ones, and some other stuff. But this was the cheapest stuff they had on stock. So there you go. If you go to your local feed store and you continue to build on that relationship and that loyalty, buying dog food and animal feed, you may get some coupons so for next year. So I'm going to continue to do the same thing. I get my dog food, and maybe at the end of the year I get more free stuff. So keep that in mind. Next video, we're going to do a gear review. It's really important to make sure that we understand how our gear works and our lethality when it comes to bow hunting. So please stay tuned, like and subscribe to support the channel. We're going to continue to make videos throughout the entire season. It's going to be a really fun season this time, but right now we're just having a good time getting ready. That's one of the best things about deer season, right? Getting ready, building up in the excitement. So thank you for watching, and I'll see you in the next one.